Hi everyone, and welcome to Better Trail Adventures. In this video, we're going to be looking at one of my 2020 deer hunts.
A little bit late to the woods because we thought that the weather was not going to let us get out. But it's sort of calmed down a little bit. It's still raining, still windy. But we're hoping that something's going to get up in the When I first got here, I saw a raccoon go by, which is kind of cool to see. Now we're just hoping that a nice deer comes by and pays us a visit.
Now this big buck was just behind my stand. Unfortunately, he was too far behind me for me to turn and get a good shot at him. So I had to just sit, be patient, and hope he came in front of me and gave me a shot. But then, my worst fears happened. Losing that big buck was harsh, but no more than 5 minutes after he took off, this small 6-point came walking right by my stand as well. Now, I had already gotten a deer earlier in the year, during bow season, so I was looking for something a little bit bigger than the 6-point, so I decided to let him walk.
As you can see, it's raining like crazy right now. We're just getting out of the woods now. Gonna meet up with my dad and my brothers. We're soaking wet. No point in staying out here now, so we're gonna head in, get some lunch. We're gonna try again later. Hopefully I see that big 9-point again. See that boy a second time would be awesome. I won't let him slip away a second time.
Now this situation seemed strangely familiar. This nice doe comes walking right by my stand, and following close behind was a nice buck.
He's down. He's down. The dog is still here too. I pumped 2 shots into him. I think the first one may have hit him. He's down. He didn't run more than a few yards. He looks like a good eater. He's either a 6 or an 8. He's bigger than the 6 we saw yesterday. It's not as big as the 9, but he's still a nice eater. Maybe. Okay, now that we're out of the tree, and we watched him go down. Gonna go retrieve him, tag him, get him out of here.
There he is.
He looks like a nice one.
Oh man.
Oh man. I guess you can count this little one. Maybe. He's a nice one.
Alright, well guys, unfortunately I did film a little segment at the very end of this video featuring the deer and the antlers, but unfortunately that something went wrong with that footage and it was unusable. So I'm making this segment right now. This is the deer that we just hunted in this video. As you can see, I've got the skull cleaned off. It's not completely clean. I still have a little bit here and there to do and to bleach it. But this is the same deer that we hunted in this video. It's really kind of an interesting rack. Pretty typical, but he's got a bit of a broken tine right here. Still about an inch long, so I count it. And these two right here that are right next to each other, really close. And this one's kind of small, so I don't know if it counts. I like to count it just because then I can call it a 9. You can call it an 8, a 9, whatever you want. This is the first buck that I've taken off of that property. I've been hunting that property for years now, and I've taken deer before, but this is by far the biggest deer and the first buck that I've gotten off that property, and I couldn't be happier with it. You know, he's not the same one that we saw in day 1 that you saw earlier in the video. That deer, he happened to be right behind me, and just to get the camera shot, I had to twist and turn quite a bit, and to bring my gun around to shoot, it just wouldn't have been a good shot. And unfortunately, he took off. But the very next day, on November 16th, this deer came in, and he was chasing a doe. And that doe, you can't really see it in the footage, but that doe was 15 yards from me, right in front of me. This guy was at around 40 yards, maybe a little further, but she was standing there with her head on a swivel, just looking around constantly. And they were off to my right this time instead of my left. I'm right-handed, so I actually had to stand up and turn and face the tree that I'm sitting in and bring my gun up and manage the camera, all while this doe is 15 yards from me looking around. So I was nervous that she was going to spot me and take off and that buck was going to follow suit, but luckily she didn't. But then it ended up being just a standoff between me and this guy as he was standing and facing straight on. I didn't want to take a shot right at his chest, so I had to just put my bead on him and wait and wait and wait and be patient until he finally turned broadside, and then I shot. The first shot actually did hit him. You can see in the video, I shoot once and then he takes off. You see in the top corner there, there was that deer that came walking in, and then you hear a second shot. He actually jumped because I just clipped the neck, and amazingly he did not take off. I thought for sure he was going to take off, but he didn't, and it was just enough time for me to rack and then shoot another time. And the second shot actually hit both lungs, so the second one was good. I think I may have pulled the trigger just a little too fast and jumped the gun on him, as it will. I was shooting a Remington 870 12-gauge shotgun, pump action, so that in the video you can hear me actually rack my shotgun before that second shot hit him. So again, I've been hunting that property for years, and I couldn't be happier with a first buck from that property. You know, sometimes it's not the biggest ones that you see, but the ones that are just so memorable and that hold a special place in your heart for what they are. And this was such a fun hunt. I couldn't have asked for a better hunt, a better start to the season. Well, mid to the season, because I already got a deer earlier in the year. So I was very happy with this deer, very happy with how that hunt turned out, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please let me know down in the comments below, and please comment, subscribe, like this video, and I will see you all in the next adventure. Thank you so much. Bye.